Yes, enjoying the music we are here in Superior. Boys getting warmed up, getting pumped up. Face off against Proctor. Proctor's Tendy down in the crease for a little bit during warm-ups. Didn't get too many shots on. Didn't see when he went down, but coaches were tending to him. Only a 3-minute warm-up that they were out for. And he was down for a little bit, so we're hoping that Proctor's Tendy is going to be able to stick with us for the whole game. Looking to be in a little bit of agony, but looks like he's going to be skating it off. Lightning boys ready to go. Jamming to the tunes. Proctor took on a loss their first game, I forget whom, 0-14, and then took a loss the second game of theirs, 3-6. So both teams looking at 2 losses in this tournament. Loser of the game will be at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Winner of the game at 9:15 here at Superior. So Lightning looking at taking a W and being able to sleep in 1 extra hour, getting that beauty rest. Here we go, Moroni, Kess, and Evanson up on the forwards. Kilmer and Evanson back on defense. Moroni pushing it through. He's going to enter the zone, push it over to Kess. Kess going to throw it up on net. Moroni intercepts it. Good Proctor defense, keeping him off the shot. Kilmer keeps it in. Kess is going to skate up with it. Keeping some pressure. Evanson's going to try to push it behind the boards, but Proctor's going to be able to pick it up. Good stick on Evanson, Kess, but Evanson offsides, and that's going to cause a new puck drop. Music indeed pumping up here. Carr coming for the drop along with Butcher and Host. Carr's going to dump, Butcher jumped in. Actually, I didn't see who it was. Carr keeping pressure, knocks the puck off, but Proctor still able to put a stick on it and gets it clear. Skating up with it. Try to push one up and got off a stick. Christensen trying to ring the boards. Proctor just blows a tire right as they're trying to get it out. Post battling it, but Proctor gets a good skate on it. They're going to be able to skate in with it. Good sticks maneuvers, and we're going to be called for a penalty. Going to be a hooking call on. Didn't see it myself. Christensen going in the sin bin for a minute and a half at 10:45. That's going to put us on our Emily Sand and Gravel penalty kill. Heavy defense expected, 4 and 5 hockey. Horton pushing aside, gets a good poke, but Proctor's still trying to push one on net. Out front, oh no! Mishandled puck, and it's going to let it slide in as Peterson was trying to get it clear. Little misdirect on the Lightning. Going to give the first one up on the board for Proctor at 10:39. Christensen back out of the box, and now it's 5-on-5 hockey. Again, scoring on a shorthanded goal. Sorry, on a power play. The team that's shorthanded gets their player out of the sin bin. Proctor pushing it through neutral zone. Horton getting a stick on it, knocks it off deep in the corner. Daly's going to get to it, trying to ring the boards. Horton hits it, but a little too much sauce is going to send it all the way down for an icing on Northern Lakes Lightning at 10:16. Proctor taking a shot, goes wide. They're going to be the first ones to get to it, but good pressure from Christensen. Push it up to Kess. Kess trying to poke it out, does get it poked out. Good pressure from Proctor, keeps him off from getting off too far with it. They're going to re-enter the zone with it. Stick trying to be lifted. Gets him off the puck. Dawber's going to pick it up in the corner. And Proctor gets a good stick on it, keeps it back in the corner. Evanson's going to take a little shot at his guy, and they're going to put one on net. Peterson elects to cover at 9:40. Again, Lightning down 0-1. Carr pushing him back. Back and forth along the boards. Carr battling along with it. Proctor sticking with it, but Carr's going to peel it away. Good pressure being kept from Proctor. Carr's going to be flying with it. And good stick from Proctor, knocks it away. Kilmer keeping the pressure. And Proctor stripping it just before Kilmer could get a shot off. Good clear run from Proctor. Behind the net. Carr's going to find it. He's going to dump it out. Proctor touches it. Gets a clear. No icing going to be called as Proctor touched it and lost its umph. Line change here for Lightning. Got to make a quick line change as here comes Proctor. Proctor taking a shot and goes wide. Proctor stealing it from the boards. They're going to take a shot. Just wide. Behind the net. I didn't see who it is back there, but we're digging through it. Horton's back there. Proctor's still being successful on it. Puts out front, but player down on the ground. Horton's going to race off to it. And Proctor picks it up in the corner first. Horton knocks the puck off. Hoag's going to get it. Trying to ring the boards. Just fans off the ring. Proctor steps up. Daly picking it up underneath the skates, but he's got one hot on the trot with him. Tries to put it maneuver underneath his skates, but they are going to put a good skate on it, knock it away from him. Proctor lining up. Pad saved by Peterson. Kess picks it out, pokes it out. Kess still fighting with it. He dumps it deep in the corner. He's going to have to battle with a Proctor. Daly's going to come out and help him. Moroni along the sides. And Proctor coming through the center of the house. Going to be shorthanded. Dawber and Kilmer back. That's going to be an offsides a little too early on Proctor. Proctor with an offsides at 7:12. Last minute line changes, ref didn't like it, so Evanson and Post changing out right at the puck drop. Shot on goal from Proctor, saved by Peterson. .6:59 remaining in the first period, Lightning down 0-1. Good clear from the Lightning. Butcher off to the races. He's going to keep some pressure on Proctor. Proctor backhands it, gets a clear. Carr going to keep up with Proctor, trying to race off, but shot saved by Peterson. Daly picking it up, just blows a tire as he had an opportunity. Proctor going to pick it up and take it back into the defensive zone. They're going to shoot it up to the neutral ice. Again, they're going to shoot it up. Saved an offside. Evanson's going to pick it up in the corner. Loose puck out front, cleared by Christensen. Shot just hits the inside post and gets out. Daly skating off with it. He's going to have some, just blows a tire right at the end, but it looked like Proctor was going to beat him to it. He popped up real quick, keeping the pressure. Good pressure being kept from the Lightning, keeping it in. They're going to dump it in a little bit further, but Proctor's going to be able to clear it. Icing already waved off. Ani's going to be the first one to get to it. Ani's going to ring the boards. Moroni and Kilmer getting in the boards, and it looks like Kilmer's going to try to get it cleared. Loose puck out behind the net. Proctor trying to poke it through. Loose puck still come out back to the blue line. Blue line's going to try to take a shot. Just fans on the shot. Kilmer's going to pick it up. Stick maneuvering out. He sees Kess over on the other side. Tries to push it over. Good stick from Proctor. It intercepts it, but Kess is keeping the battle with it. Proctor gets a good clear. That's going to be an offsides. Not an offsides. Okay. Moroni ringing the boards. Trying to get over to Kess. Kess keeping a battle. Gets a clear. Proctor having the take up. Dawber knocks his man off. Pushes it in, and they're going to say Proctor didn't have an opportunity to touch it. That's going to be an icing on the Northern Lakes Lightning as it crosses both the center line and the end goal line. 4:42 remaining in the first period. Tied up among some skates. Proctor's going to take a shot. Protector save, knocks it out front. Good stick by Carr, pushes it away from Proctor. He's going to get his speed. He's got one in front of him, one right behind him. Coming up, he's going to take a shot. Bounced up in front, saved by the Tendy. Proctor able to get the clear. Skating back, Evanson's going to get skated by. Christensen keeping some pressure, centering option, and Peterson sits on it. It's a bit of a different music choice. Shot on goal, pad saved by Peterson. Peterson scooting over to the side. Proctor unable to get the first shot off. Another shot goes on just wide. Peterson lost his stick. Looking to reclaim it. He does. Picking it up. Proctor coming in the net. No pressure in from the Lightning as they're all back. And trying to clear. Does get a clear. They're going to call icing. Looked like it hopped over one of Proctor's sticks, but icing being called. They're going to pull it back into the defensive zone for the Lightning at 3:42. Proctor intercepting a pass up. Moroni's going to grab it, push it over to the boards. Trying to hit Kess. Oh, just an offsides on the Lightning. Kess picking it up along the boards. He's got Moroni and Evanson out front, looking for Evanson. Good defense going on from Proctor. Evanson trying to throw it out in front again. Proctor mishandling the puck behind the net. Kess coming around the corner, and Proctor's attendee decides to cover. Taking a loose change shot and covered by attendee. Carr coming for the drop. Butcher behind him. Daly out in the front. Pushing it back to Dawber. Dawber's going to take a shot. Deflected off a body. Didn't see who. Didn't quite make it there. Proctor able to clear the puck. Kilmer gets a good clear. Proctor's skating out, and that's going to be an offsides on Proctor as one was down on the ground trying to make its way up. Proctor putting one behind the net. Is that Butcher trying to get it clear? Proctor met it at the blue line, kept it in. Carr and Butcher still trying to get a potential. Backhand pass for Proctor, but Lightning going to push it back to the blue line. Proctor going to pick it up again. Butcher keeping some pressure. Proctor able to still maneuver it. Carr's going to intercept it. Good stick on from Proctor. Keeps it in right at the blue line. Proctor's going to take a shot. Another post. That post has been Peterson's friend tonight. I think that's twice it has hit the post and back out. Trying to push it out. Ani getting a good stick on it. Daly going to try to skate over. He's got Butcher out front. Unable to get it all the way there. Proctor's going to intercept it. Carr tries to push one up on net. Hits a Proctor player. Carr still maneuvering it. He's got an opportunity. He is going to put one in. He answers that first goal finally at 1:26. They're going to tie it up 1-1. Tied game with Carr putting one on the board as well. A lot of hockey left to be played, but basically an even game at this point. Been a clean game, only one penalty for the Lightning. Lost there some skates, and Proctor's going to be able to be the successor. Board battle over there. Evanson, Kess, Moroni, Kilmer all in the mix. Moroni and Christensen back protecting the house. Evanson gets a good stick on it, clears it. Moroni's going to look for a pass. He sees Kess. And they're going to call that as an icing. Again, icing when they goes red to red, middle line to the goal line, without anybody touching it. They're going to bring it back. Under a minute left of the first period. Battle along the boards. Trying to get a clear. Unable to get a clear as Proctor not having the force to tag up. Lightning keeping the pressure, but Proctor's going to put one up on net. Dawber just gets one off the net. Puck, stick. Man, there. Proctor's going to take a shot. And Peterson's going to cover it up. A little tongue twister there. 34 seconds remaining. Proctor pushing it back to the blue line. They're going to take a shot. takes another shot, save, or hits the side of the net. 25 seconds remaining. Butcher's gonna pick it up, push it up to Carr. Carr's gonna have his speed and momentum taken up. He's got one, he goes by him, takes a shot. Good stick by Proctor last minute, the shot goes wide. Dawber coming up, he's gonna take one on net, but it goes behind. 8 seconds remaining. Ani tries to keep it in, unable to do so. Proctor's gonna come in with it, and Carr intercepts the pass right at the buzzer. And that's gonna end the first period, tied game 1-1. We got ourselves a hockey game.
Told him once he thinks we're deaf. I'll go over there. If he doesn't do something, I'm going over there myself.
Yeah.
I can't stand.
No, that's bad.
I don't know who. If he can't hear in there, that's not our fault.
Oh, so loud. Good music, but holy smokes. Oh. All right. Oh, we're still waiting for the timer to run down. Boys are ready to play. Refs are ready to play. We're waiting for 12 minutes back up on the board. All right, back to playing hockey. Oh, Lightning trying to enter the zone. Good stick on it from Proctor. Is going to break into the zone. Looking for a centering option. Shot on goal. Peterson elects to cover. Hi. Thank you. Oh, loose puck out in front of the house and cleared last minute. Moroni's going to get to it. He's going to try pushing up to Horton. Horton gets a stick on it, pushes it deep, so no icing. He's going to try to center it, and just on the side of the net, and whistle blown dead as Tendy does cover it. All right, 11:25 here in the second period. Pushing it back. Kessler's going to take a shot. Loose puck, and Proctor gets a good stick on it, clears it away. Back to Christensen. Christensen's going to try putting it up. Proctor intercepts it. And just a little too much white there. Going to call that offsides. All right, push deep. Lightning pushing up, back and forth. Butcher pushes it over to Carr, just misses Carr. Carr gonna stick with it. keeping the battle along the boards. He's still maintaining with it. He's got Gerhardt out front. He's got Butcher out front. Stick handling, maneuvering around, pushing one out front from Gerhardt. Proctor gets a good stick on it, gets it clear. But Carr's going to push it back to Christensen. Christensen's going to keep the pressure. No, going to have to tag up for the Lightning. Christensen takes his man down. Butcher keeping the stick on it, clears it. Proctor there to tag up. Gerhardt's going to put a stick on it, trying to push it in neutral zone, but Proctor's going to claim it. Pass it back far side. They're going to push it up. Just a mishandled puck there. Christensen's going to grab it, dump it up. Gerhardt keeping the pressure, knocks it loose, but back in fourth game, right in the neutral zone. Christensen going to pick it up. He's going to push it over to Evanson. Bounces off the boards. Butcher's going to pick it up. Offsides on Gerhardt. A little anxious to get in. We'll take a new neutral zone drop right out the offensive side here. Proctor entering the zone, just gets stuck underneath some skates. Shot on goal goes through the paint, just wide of the net. Kilmer taking his man. Oh, they're going to call a checking on Kilmer. Interference checking. 9:34. We're going to put one in the sin bin for Kilmer for a minute and a half. That's going to put us on our Emily Santa Gravel penalty kill. Proctor pushing it back, taking a shot. Peterson pushes it off to the side. Christensen rounding the boards. Moroni picking it up, trying to hit his man on the far side. Proctor going to be there first to pick it up. And a good clear. Proctor's going to have to force the tag up. Lightning short-handed. Proctor on the power play opportunity. They got their numbers. Good stick on from Christensen, knocks it loose, but Proctor's still able to push one on net. Saved by Peterson, pushed over to the corner. Moroni's going to look up for Kess and just missed his stick. They're going to call that an icing. Just off the tip of Kess. 8:55 remain in the second period. Puck trying to get cleared, but back to the blue line. Proctor's going to try putting one on net, hit some bodies. Butcher keeping up with it. He's going to dump it in. He was past the red line, so he's able to do so no icing being called. Carr keeping some pressure, but Proctor's going to pick it up along the lines, but Christensen gets it right at the blue line. And Proctor coming through with it, entering the neutral zone. Entering the zone. Christensen keeping some pressure. They're going to sneak out in front. Loose puck, and Peterson's going to cover. "14 seconds remaining on the Emily Santa Gravel penalty kill. Moroni looking to tie up some time. He's going to try pushing up along the boards. And just a little too soon, and icing. But we are going to be back at full strength as Moroni tied up the puck behind the net and killed that remaining penalty kill. 5-on-5 hockey back again. Dawber going to pick it up. Oh. Mid-collision, both players went down. No penalty being called. Dawber's going to push it up. Push it up to Kess. Kess going to come in strong. He's got Evanson behind him, Moroni on the other side. Tries to push one on the corner net, but unable to get there. Evanson's going to pick it up. Push it up to Moroni. Moroni's going to push it back to Kilmer. Looking for a shot. Looked like Moroni got a part of it. Good pass out front for Kess to Moroni, but unable to get to it. Looked like Evanson trying to push it back to the blue line, but Proctor intercepts it. Evanson gaining speed. That's going to be offsides, not offsides. Shot on goal from Proctor, saved by Peterson. .707 remaining, 1-1 tied game still. Horton coming in for the drop. Stuck underneath some skates. Proctor's going to try to get it, but poked away from Lightning. Gained back by Proctor. Horton keeping some pressure. Gets Proctor cleared off the puck. Daly's going to pick it up. He's got a breakaway with Horton behind him. Oh, Horton! Oh, Daly just blows an edge, it looks like, and just tumbles into the net. Hopefully he's all right with that. I don't know if that was a skate or chipping the ice, but dove right into the net. Hopefully he's all right. Got up quick. What do they say? They're young, they bounce. Coaches having some discussions with the referees. Unsure what we're calling out. They're going to call for a neutral zone drop right outside the zone. Not sure if it's because our player knocked the net off loose, causing a stoppage of play. And our coach is looking like that's the right thing to do. Off the face-off, Ani's going to push it over the side. Lost somewhere in the boards. Daly dumping it deep. Horton first to get to there. Loose puck behind the net. Proctor going to pick it up. They're going to skate out with it. Good stick on Daly. Knocks it loose right at the line, but Proctor's still able to maintain it and grab it. They're going to skate in with it. Horton keeping some pressure. And Peterson's going to cover at 6:16. Proctor controlling. They're going to push it back to the blue line. They're going to take a shot. Butcher takes one. Saves it from Peterson, but one right through the paint behind Peterson. Not able to get anything with it, but Proctor able to maintain control. Carr's going to pick it up. Proctor trying to lift the stick. Not able to get there. Carr's going to come in with the speed. Shot on goal. Saved by the Tendy. Host out front. Carr's going to try another backhand save by the Tendy. Oh, sorry about that. Loose puck underneath from Proctor. Carr's going to take it. He puts one through the 5-hole right underneath Proctor's goaltending. That's going to put the Lightning in the lead at 2-1 at 5:37 remaining in the second period. Pressure being kept by the Lightning. Be the first time that they're in the lead. Proctor pushing it back to the blue line. Kess keeping some pressure, but Proctor able to push it up. Christensen's going to run the boards. Evanson reading that. He's going to be the first one over to it. Proctor skating off hard to it. Kilmer's going to try to get into it. Moroni battle along the boards. Oh, they're going to call a penalty on tripping from Moroni. Back for the camera. Looked like he was pulling the puck, but he's going to be called for it. That's going to put us on the Emily Santa Gravel penalty kill. Heavy defense expected. Proctor winding up. They're going to be on the side. Good. Sticks away, pushes away. Loose puck. Kilmer's going to pick it up. Trying to push it over to Christensen, but gets underneath the skates. Kilmer sticking with it. Daly's going to get it. Trying to get it out, but Proctor keeping it in. Daly's battling with it. They get it clear, but Proctor's right there. Good stick on from Christensen. Knocks it out of the zone. Proctor's forcing the tag up. Lightning able to breathe a little bit. 50 seconds remain in the penalty kill. Proctor trying to dump it over. Still being battled out. Kess is fighting on the boards, but Proctor's going to be the successor. Taking it out. Knocked out by Christensen. And good clear. Proctor touching it. They're going to kill lots of time with that. 30 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Kess says no. We don't sit down. We're going to play this short-handed. Heavy defense is expected, but Kess is battling it out. He's going to pick it up along the corner. Trying to center it, but just fans on the pass. Proctor will pick it up. Oh, another good stick. Kess is just keeping the battle. Daly's going to pick it up at the blue line. He's going to dump it in. No, it just looks like he missed it. Proctor going to skate in with it. Takes a shot. Saved by Peterson. Back to full strength. Good stick from Kilmer. Knocks that puck off. Moroni coming off the sin bin. Back at full strength. Moroni picking it up. Looking to see who he's got. Trying to push it out. Gets it clear. Push up to Daly. Daly pushes it up to Kess. Kess maneuver between the skates. Getting line changes from the Lightning. Daly, or Kess down by himself. Proctor going to poke it away. Proctor able to get it clear. A little too much sauce on it. Arms up. Nope. Icing waved off. Oh, that's going to be a checking on Dawber. It's going to be another Emily Santa Gravel penalty kill as Dawber goes in for checking. Pretty sure it's body checking. Back on heavy defense on a 4-on-5 penalty kill. Lightning up 2-1, 2:57 remaining in the second, minute and a half on the boards for the kill. Carr with the second goal for the Lightning. Carr coming in, short-handed again. Carr's going to take a shot, saved by the Tendy. Proctor passing it back. They're going to take it out of the zone. Carr going to keep some pressure. But knocked loose back out of the zone. Proctor's going to enter in the zone. Gets a stick from Kilmer, pushes it off to the side, it looked like. Maybe Evanson. Good stick, robs Carr from getting out of the zone. Carr coming out front. Players going down all around, trying to get it clear, and it's going to cross the blue line. They're going to have to take up for Proctor, and that's going to be an offsides on Proctor at 2:06, 40 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. Don't hold me to Carr, but I'm pretty sure it was. Short-term memory doesn't work so well. Moroni coming out for the drop. Kess on the side. Christensen back on defense. Proctor coming in with the zone. They got one out in front too. Good pressure by Kess, but shot still goes off. Gets off in the corner. Knocked away along the boards. Kess trying to poke it out. Proctor there to meet him. Proctor trying to push it up. They're going to be a success, or they're going to take a shot. Saved by Peterson. Bouncing puck out front. And cleared by Moroni. Moroni's going to try to clear it. Gets off the stick of Proctor. Kess is going to pick it up. He's got himself a breakaway. He's going to come in with it. He's got an opportunity. He takes a shot. Saved by Proctor. Proctor tries to clear. Christensen's going to take a shot. Good body in front of it from Proctor. Proctor's going to have just the opposite. They're going to hustle in. Christensen's getting pushed off to the side. And they're going to call... I don't know what we're going to call, if it's a penalty or icing. Icing going to be called. As Christensen was drawing the player in, that drew them off the puck, and that's going to push the puck a little bit further beyond the red line. That's going to save us for an icing against Proctor, taking an offensive draw for the Lightning. Moroni coming for the drop with Kess right behind him. Trying to do the Moroni-Kess face-off, but Proctor's going to take the victory. Moroni pushing it back to Kilmer. Kilmer's going to take a shot. Bounces off the stick of Proctor, and Proctor's tendy decides to cover right away. Let's see if that Moroni-Kess face-off can work off again. Kilmer and Dawber back on defense. Minute 12 left of the second. Moroni going to push it back to Kilmer. Kilmer's going to push it over to Dawber. Dawber's going to wind up, takes a shot, looking for a tip from Moroni. He gets a stick on it. Moroni trying to sneak around. Good pressure from Proctor sitting in front of the net. They're going to prevent him from going in and sneaking around. Kess keeping some pressure. Proctor round the boards. They're going to hit their man back in the net, behind the net. Moroni going to try round the boards back to Kilmer. Kilmer pushes a stick on it. He's going to take a shot. Moroni grabs it, pushes it. Oh, it just bounced over the net. We've seen it before where the puck jumps up and lands back down in the center of the crease. Shot comes from the blue line, doesn't make it quite there. Moroni picks it up, top circle, takes a hard shot, glove saved by the Tendy. 27 seconds remaining in the second period. Lightning up, 2-1. Ani pushing one up on net. Sorry about that. Pushed up net. Proctor redirected it and just went wide of the net. Proctor skating out the zone. 12 seconds remaining. They're going to look at trying to tie this up before the end of the second period. Good pressure by Horton. Knocks that puck way up out of the sky. And Lightning's going to try to push it out. They're going to get a clear, and that's going to be the end of the second period. Lightning up 2-1. It has been a game back and forth. Lightning still being in the lead as we're going to enter in the third period. 12 minutes going to be put back on the board. A little brief intermission brought to you by Lakes Tile as coaches are going to talk to their teams. What's going right? What's going wrong? How can we improve? And who's going to be the victorious on this win? Again, loser of the game will play at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Winner gets to sleep in a little extra for a 9:15 puck drop. So make sure to tune in. We'll announce again what time we're going to be playing at the conclusion of this game, but All right, Proctor coming back out to the ice. Lightning back on the ice. Refs back on the ice. 12 minutes going on the board. Third period, Lightning up 2-1. A lot of hockey left to be played. We've seen them go both ways. Let's hope that Lightning can keep up with the pressure. Kess pushing it through on the line. Ringing the boards. Kilmer trying to rush off over there, but Proctor gets a good stick on it, pokes it through. Carr gonna pick it up, going behind the net. Carr coming through. Good stick on, and that's gonna be an offsides as Carr was a little bit too far. Goal does not count, no good. A little late of a shot for Kess. Whistle blew. Readjusting some things, bear with me. All right outside the neutral zone. Proctor's gonna come in with it. Good stick on by Evanson, pokes it away. Proctor's gonna try dumping in. Lightning pushed it out. Tipped by Proctor. Gearhart off to the races. He's gonna keep some pressure off Proctor. Runs in his man. And Proctor still being able to successor. They're gonna push it up. Hitting some snow piles along the boards. That's gonna die down before it could get an icing. Pushed up. Moroni gonna push her off to the side. Nobody there, but Proctor gonna collect it. Proctor dumping it in. Evanson's gonna be the first to get to it in the corner. Takes a shot, pushes it up, but Proctor's the only one on the boards. Good pressure being kept along the boards, but Proctor able to be successor. Christensen tying up his man out right in the crease. Proctor passing it back and forth, takes a shot. Glove save by Peterson. We'll see a defensive zone drop, glove side of Peterson. 10:34 remaining in the third period. Proctor pushing it back, defensive line stepping up. Daly trying to push him, man. Binda's in the mix, knocks the puck loose. Dawber's gonna try to get it clear, but right on the blue line, Proctor keeps it in. They're gonna push it off center. Proctor trying to get to it, back and forth, trying to get it clear, but Proctor's gonna take it far side circle. Horton keeping some pressure, gets it clear. Daly trying to keep up on two skates, gets it, maneuvering it. Who's got it? Horton kicks it in. Proctor shoots it out. Back and forth along the blue line. And Proctor's going to pick it up. No pressure given from the Lightning as they're going to enter in the zone. Kilmer tries to get a stick on it. Backhand shot doesn't make it there as Horton's going to pick it up. Trying to clear, and Proctor picks it up. Horton's going to try to ring the boards, but Proctor's going to be there at the blue line. Dawber keeping some pressure, but Proctor skating through with it. Bouncing puck, and Peterson's going to cover it at 9:34. Stuck underneath some skates. Proctor's going to try to backhand it. Peterson luckily covers it as Proctor's trying to put one in the crease. Looked like a little high five going on between Proctor and Peterson. Stick bat along the boards. Carr's going to skate out with it. He's got two defensive men with Proctor coming in with him. Oh, just skated right through it. Butcher trying to push it up front. A little too much. Oh, kept it in just in time. Proctor misses their pass. They're going to have to hold off on their entry. Good pressure. Knocks Proctor off from being able to get to it too quick. Proctor taken back up behind their net. Good pressure being kept by Butcher, but they're going to hit their man at the blue line. Picked up. That's going to be an offsides. Proctor. Yep. Puck was still on the other side of the blue line, even though Skater was. He take back up, and Peterson's going to cover as a shot on goal. We're going to do a little adjustment here. Up one riser. Boards are jumping up and down a little bit. Hopefully, video's coming in. It might have been a little jittery. Pushing on net. Loose puck and got by Kilmer's stick, and Peterson saw it coming in slow and covered it. Let the Lightning regroup on 8:16 remaining in the third period. Lightning up still 2-1. Face-off, Proctor trying to get to it. They are able to get to it. They're behind the net. Pressure being given. Kess is going to keep some pressure on them in the boards. Kilmer going to meet up from them. Knocks the puck loose. Kevinson's going to try to knock it loose behind the net. Back and forth between teams behind the net. I don't see where it's at. It's somewhere. Proctor's going to skate out to the other side. They're going to try pushing it up along the boards. Moroni there. He's going to try pushing up the Kess. Just off the stick. Does it have enough oomph? Kess picks it up, pushes it up on net. Oh! Pushed it, it deflects off the net, and Evanson was right there. Pushed it up, but just went wide. Another shot goes on from Kilmer, but unable to get there. Proctor still battling along the blue line. Proctor going to dump it in, but Evanson's going to pick it up along the blue line. Back in the offensive, he's going to try to dump it in. Hits Kess's stick. He's got Moroni and Evanson out front. Kess out the front. Misses Moroni. Evanson's got a stick on it, but Proctor's going to knock it loose. We got Evanson and Dawber back on defense as three Proctor coming in. Skates by Dawber. Skates by another Peterson. And they will put one in. Stick maneuvering around. Proctor tying it up at 7:06 remaining in the third period. Horton taking the drop. Push deep in the Proctor zone. Daly's going to be off to the races with Proctor. Reed's a good read. Proctor able to dump it over. Passing it up. Christian's going to keep some pressure. Proctor entering the zone. Gonna see a shot. I think that might have hit another post. Maybe it saved by Peterson. I'm not too sure. Either way, did not go in. Hogue going to pick it up in the corner. Hogue's going to try to clear it. Good stick on Proctor, but Hogue gets it again. Hogue still sticking with it. And good clear by Hogue. Letting the Lightning gather the feet underneath them. Daly off to the races, trying to keep some pressure. Daly looked like he's taking a few in the boards. Proctor going to skate behind the net. Moroni, Carr gets a good stick on it, but Proctor kept the motion going forward. Proctor knocks it loose. Carr's coming in. Takes away from Proctor. Gaining his momentum back on the blue line. Going through another blue line. Daly with him. Puts a shot on goal and puts it past the tendy. He's going to put the number 3 up on the board, pushing the Lightning back into the lead by 1, 3-2 at 5:53 remaining in the third period. Carr sticking with it, keeping the pressure. Proctor winning the faceoff. They're coming in with a vengeance. Kilmer going to keep pressure. Takes a shot. Saved by Peterson. Still loose puck. Kilmer tries to knock it loose. Proctor hits it with her stick as well. Evanson tried to push it through. Oh, good centering option for Proctor. Carr grabs it from him. He's going to get his speed. He's going to have the opportunity for another one. Takes a far shot. Hits off the tendy. Gets off them behind the glass. And Proctor going to pick it up. Centering option. Nobody there. Proctor coming in. Takes a shot. Saved by Peterson. Kilmer try to get it clear. Does so. Hits Moroni up on the blue line. Proctor have to tag up. They do so. Stuck underneath some skates. Moroni's going to grab it. Pushes it back to Evanson. Evanson coming out, 65. Again, two Evansons. Cooper Evanson's as a forward, 65. Easton Evanson, 58. Shot on goal. Pad save, pushed it off to the corner. Proctor meeting up with Evanson and Kilmer. Going to push it out front. Knocked down by Peterson behind the net. Proctor still maintaining the puck. Pressure being given by the Lightning. Shot on goal. Loose puck still. And they will put one in to tie it up 3-3 at 4:20. Sorry about that. At 4:20, Proctor's going to tie it up. Lightning going to have to dig deep. Proctor going to have to dig deep. Horton pushes it through. Daly's going to get to it first. Horton on the side. Takes a shot. Goes behind the net. Ooh, am I filming that right? Horton's going to get to it first. Tries to backhand it up. And Proctor coming out. They're going to be skating with a vengeance. Horton back on his heels. Going to keep his pressure. He's going to push him off to the corner. Knocks the puck loose. He's going to have to dump it in. But he picks it up first. Daly pushes it through, but he's got two. Proctor. Good collisions right at the blue line. Binda's going to pick it up. Lost underneath some skates. And Proctor's going to find it first. Good stick on from Daly. Knocks it a little bit further. Proctor still being able to maintain control. Horton getting the line change. Looks like Carr coming out with a fresh set of legs. He's going to pick it up as a good pass. Oh, no. Proctor robs Carr right at the blue line. Takes a shot, and Proctor will put the fourth one up, taking the lead. .3:23 remaining in the game. Proctor takes the lead at 3-4. Carr coming in with a vengeance. He's got Butcher along the side. Takes another shot, saved by the Tendy. Behind the net. Proctor pushing up along the boards. Gets past Kilmer. Carr gets a good stick on it. Carr's going to take a shot, or Proctor takes a shot. Trying to stuff one in. Loose puck out front. No goal. Pushed off to the side. Proctor picking up from the blue line, takes a shot, goes behind the net. Proctor there first to get to it. Bouncing puck, knocked loose in the back corner. Host is going to pick it up. Host pushing up to Kilmer. Kilmer going to push it over to Carr. Carr's going to go in with it. Proctor picks it up. Butcher gonna get it. Pushes it up to Carr. And Proctor gonna keep the pressure, knocks Carr off of it. Dawber keeping some good pressure. Knock loose. And offsides on Proctor. 2 minutes and 2 seconds remaining of the game. Lightning down 3-4. Lightning gonna have to find the gump to dig through this. Find their extra set of legs. Find that extra jolt in them. Moroni battling along the boards. Kess keeping some pressure. Proctor able to get it clear. Proctor coming in with the zone. Takes a shot. Pad saved by Peterson. Leaves it out front. Good clear by the Lightning. Proctor going to try to push him up behind the net. Minute 30 left of the game. Lightning trying to get it clear. Gets Moroni. Moroni pushing over to Kess. Kess is going to skate by. He's got an opportunity. Good stick maneuver by Proctor. Lifts him, Kess's stick up. Unable to let him get that shot off. Minute 15 coming on the board. Proctor entering the zone. Shot on goal goes behind the net. Back and forth. Where is it going to end? Shot on goal goes wide. Evanson going to pick it up. 55 seconds remaining in the game. Carr coming out. Carr skating in with it. Saved by the Tendy. Carr was skating hard with it. He had a vengeance. Tried to put it in. Tendy read him and covered it last second there. Teammates from Proctor giving him accolades on that save. Line changes here, 40 seconds remaining. Just gets by Moroni's stick. Moroni's going to take a shot. Loose change going out front. Pad splits down. Kilmer racing off to the boards. He's going to get it. And Proctor rips it away. That's going to be an icing on Proctor. Where's the timeout when you need it? Carr taking the drop, Moroni out on the side, Kess behind him, Daly out there, Kilmer and Dawber back on defense. Offsides. Pushed in, pushed out. Kilmer off to the races. Slashing being called on Dawber with 4 seconds remaining. Now force the Lightning to put Peterson back in. 4-on-5 hockey for the next 4.3 seconds. And that will be the end of the game. Proctor will be the victorious on this one. Lightning will be back on the ice at 8 a.m. tomorrow for our final game and then hitting the road back home. It was a fun battle to be watched. Good teams back and forth. Even match game. But in this sport, there's winners and losers, sometimes ties. But there's always going to be a winner and a loser in the end. Keep their heads up, held up high. We got tomorrow game, a little rest, and we're back on the road again for next week and up in Roseau. But we'll finish up tomorrow's game at 8 o'clock. Tune in, that's 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. As always, thanks for tuning in. The games won't be uploaded. Slow internet at the hotel, but YouTube should be uploaded by sometime, maybe Sunday night. As always, if you stayed tuned in watching one of your players' loved ones, send them a message, give them a call, let them know how well they did tonight, and cheer them on for tomorrow morning. Thanks for tuning in.